Stream time, stream time, stream time, stream time. Blah. All the bubble wraps. All of it. What up, peoples? What up, peeps? Peepsies? We got a special scream today. Special scream. Let's see if I can get the DC power supply up on the screen. What's going on? What's going on? Everybody? Will it connect? That's the question. Nope, didn't connect. Alright, so DC power supply today is not going to work. It was moody. I read donations for taxes. Well, let me reread that, because if it is, I'm going to change it. Oh no, it's not Texas. It's definitely Texas. So what we're going to do today, if you all donate today, probably do this for the rest of the week too, because I don't know if or when or who or how much or whatever, but we're going to take any donations that are given today until Friday, and we're going to send those to foundations to help people with the flood damage, and we're also going to send it for donations for the pet animal care stuff that they're doing for Texas also. A lot of animals got abandoned, so they're also needing money to take care of that. So we're going to donate evenly between the two. Hopefully the internet's not shit today. It's been up and down. Okay, Bobby. Appreciate it. What's everybody doing? What's everybody doing? Do you have a step-by-step on how to use Open Broadcaster? I don't, but I can make one. Depends on which Open Broadcaster you're using. So, this iPhone 6... What's up, Mark? Well, if I can get this tightened down again. Alright, so this iPhone 6 came to me. It had a short on the board. It still does have a short on the board. It said they dropped it while the phone was on with the flashlight app on, or with the flashlight active, and after dropping it, the phone turned off and didn't come back on and got hot. So I'm trying to figure out if that heat is coming from CPU, which if it is, kind of spells bad news. If not, I'm hoping it's PMIC. So I'm going to go ahead and freeze spray the PMIC here. And I probably need to attach my USB port, because it's going to be hard to activate this while it's flipped over. Alright, so let's see. Do we get melting on the PMIC first? Yes, we do. Alright, so this is a PMIC short. Looks like it started right about here, right in that area. CPU didn't melt at all, as you can see, so it's definitely a PMIC problem. So let's look at our schematic in ZXW and see what exactly is in that area. And again, guys, if you all donate today through Friday, any donations you give, $5, $10, $1, whatever, we're all going to donate to the Texas flood relief. So let's see here. So in that area we've got, looks like we've got camera, we've got an SOC line. Let's check those capacitors. So we got a capacitor and what looks to be a resistor here. Yeah. So let's check the cap, which is in the middle. Okay, so I'm not reading any short on that SOC line. Let's see. NC pads, we got chestnut to PMU. We've got some type of T-cal line. What's that go to? I have no idea. We can check that though. That is here. That's not it. Let's see. We've got a PA NTC. We got a temp sensor. We have TriStar to PMU brick ID. Alright, so let's see here. This is going to be a tricky one. Is this internal to this PMIC, or is this an issue with something that pulls from PMIC? I'm going to go ahead and hook power back up again, see if I can pinpoint where this is coming from. What's up, mobile? Alright, so let's flip it over here, and we're going to spray this down again with some pre-spray. Let that cool. I'm going to keep my finger on the power button over here, so as soon as we plug this in we can see it. Okay, so it started right in here. So we may be off. No, we're pretty close. All that's ground. NC pads, ground, T-cal. Chestnut's the only one, so that might make sense. They said it got hot up top. So let's check chestnut over here. So chestnut's got a few circuits coming out of it. Let's see, what else? That's chestnut coil, so that's not it. There we go, Paul. Paul starts us off with an awesome donation.
$5.
100 bucks.
$5.
Thank you, Paul.
$5.
All that money is going to go directly to the donation.
Snoopy, just for text.
There we go.
Are strong. Hopefully everything will be icky soon.
I'm turning it up so I can hear it when y'all donate. Thank you for the donation, guys. I'm going to donate probably $100 myself. Alright, so the only thing I can think here is pull PMIC and see if we can find possibly what's going on. I'm trying to think what's in this area that would be causing it. Like, it's starting right in here.
Let me go check.
What is it?
iPhone, was it a 5S?
Going well, Anthony.
Dropped in T.
Oh yeah, the screen came in today. We'll have it ready tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Oh, we was waiting for a screen. We'll have it ready tomorrow. Yeah, it came in today and we'll have it ready tomorrow for you, okay? Alright? Not a problem, sir. Alright, bye.
Isn't that where I started on the iPad minis? What do you mean? Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Mark dropping 50 on it. I'm hoping we can raise probably like 5 to 1,000. I'd be happy in that range. We're almost there already as it is with my donation. We should be about 300 something, or close to 300, about 250, 270, excuse me. Isn't that where the PMIC issue started on the minis? The iPad minis have an issue with the 3-volt line. It has to do with something to do with the like charging circuit, something or other. I can't remember exactly what it does. It's a 3-volt line though that goes to the CPU, I think. What can cause a partial on 5S 0.103? Partial shorts, is it water damaged? Partial shorts are really rare unless it's liquid damage. Anyway, I guess we need to pull PMIC. I'm not sure what in this area could be causing an issue. So let's pull PMIC off and then put another one on and see if maybe that fixes our problem. I can't find a short per se. So the only thing I can think is maybe the PMIC itself just took a dump.
Needs a screen then?
Yeah, the 5SE, the black one. I mean, I think it just needs screen. It may need like speaker or something, but the board's good. It turns on. Okay, PMIC is off. We'll hang on to that PMIC in case it's not the PMIC that's causing the issue. It's really odd that the PMIC would have such a short like this. I am going to meter all these pads though to see if anything looks out of place. That way we can kind of pinpoint it down. MacBook Air 1466 with a half chime? What's a half chime? Like it goes but and then just stops. I don't know if I've ever heard a half chime. Apple logo, red screen, tried all the common issues. Red screen on a what model? Is it a 5S? Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever seen a partial short like, or a partial chime like that. It's got to be something to do with power. Maybe something's not making enough power or something. Alright, so let's go ahead and clean up our PMIC area here. I'm going to put it in the jig now. To take PMIC off, I normally hold the board up off the table by the PMIC itself, and then just let the weight of the board pull the PMIC off. That way we know whenever PMIC is up to temperature, it will fall away, so we don't have to sit there and guess. Yeah, I would do some checks too myself. The PRAM reset. I don't know if PRAM would cause that, but could cause some weird issues. I've seen some that wouldn't chime at all and wouldn't turn on, and PRAM fixed those. Didn't fix it. Okay. Well, at least you're doing the checking. Some things don't get checked properly. Actually, I think I have one from you, Anthony, that I need to ask you about. Let me see. Yeah. You sent a 5S in that said that it wouldn't charge. I thought maybe it had a bad battery. We pulled the battery and plugged it back in and it charges, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it. Like it pulls a full, like almost amp, which is normal for the 5S on my meter. It charged all the way from dead up to 54%, in just about an hour or so. I don't know if the tweezers will get hot enough for this or not. I have to. Well, maybe. Almost got it all. We'll see if we can separate that with our tweezers. Alright, so now that we've got that all lidded, I like to go in and wick these just to make sure it's clean. Red screen's on a 5S. Try checking the compass IC, which is up near the screen, like the top right corner of the screen cover. There's a compass IC there. If that's not it, there's a good chance it's NAND. Miss Grunty, she's back there laying down, being grunty. So I'm gonna heat my wick up just a little bit.
You shush? Jeez, you don't gotta reach yourself. All the time.
What can we do for you?
S7 edge.
Okay.
Okay. Back last second, Chris.
It's right here.
What?
What's up?
Easy peasy, always.
What you
I
got?
This one, remember I called you yesterday? The LDO right there?
Okay, camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both front and back and the flashlight. And this one touch disease.
Okay.
6 plus.
Alrighty.
Let me give you this box and put it together.
Okay.
Okay. When you get ready, you can call me or you.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a message.
Okay, hold on. Bye.
See you, man.
Get this.
Shim tool? Yeah. Just swap out the end. I put air to the boots logo for a few seconds. Block screen repeats. DFU mode stops sleep but won't update. Tried battery. What error do you get, Lucas? Nate, yes, the S6 arrived. I pulled a chip and read it, and it still gives me zeros. So I contacted the company, and they're trying to figure out what's going on.
you so busy at the moment? Something I can help you with? That sounds like it's malware or something I wouldn't really trust. No problem, man. Right.
What was it?
Pop up on our computer, it said Microsoft listed number and it said virus beep beep beep.
Oh yeah, that's fake.
Yeah, I know. That's what I told him.
It's a virus. Beep beep.
Beep 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 beep.
That's what Microsoft does. It beeps at you.
Mm-hmm.
Beep bop, beep bop, boop beep. Let's see what's supposed to be ground. That's the question. I'll switch it over where you can see what
How
I'm
hard is
doing.
it to get the backs off of those phones?
It's not fun.
Very, very different.
Not fun at all. Let's see, what are you? 3-volt NAND. So our NAND line is shorter. Okay, so that's over here. So our PMIC is fine. Got a NAND short. Last week on YouTube, I know you've been busy. It's not that important. Okay, Chuck, I'll check it out. SpongeBob's here. Holy crap. He lives in a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants. Yellow absorbent in your pores. I thought it was yellow, porous, and absorbent is he.
Yellow absorbent force is he.
Oh, okay.
I think. That sounds about right.
Speed, 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 speed. Hopefully SpongeBob's not a troll or he's gonna be gone. Yeah, you can't be SpongeBob and be depressed. That just doesn't go together. Like new. Spatula. Anthony, this is the phone you sent in with all the pretty writing. So what? I don't know. Do they? Good. Doesn't. Huh? Yay or nay? Sweet. Pre-adhesived.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Here you go, man.
Thank you.
See you later.
It's his PlayStation control. So, yes. Yes, gets hot here with arrows. Right here. It's hot in this area. I didn't clean this up. Ugh. Whack-a-mole. What did you do, Micah? Stick it on wrong? Forgot the camera? Yeah, it's a separate piece, bro, man. Oh, Micah. Not paying attention. Bench, bench. Making sure it says PMIC master. Probably should. My dry paste is too dry. So dry. SpongeBob got smacked with a band hammer. Figures. Around here, SpongeBob doesn't last long. Alright. PMIC back on time.
This one's not glass.
Huh?
This one isn't glass.
Yeah, it's glass.
Don't feel like the other one.
It's glass.
Works for me. I don't care. As long as it works to turn it in, works for me. They don't look like glass because they don't have cracking on them.
Yeah?
Where's your reference?
We don't have one in here. You have to go out to the main hallway and go all the way down it.
You'll be fine. No way.
Did we already have you in the system and everything?
I don't know.
What's your name?
No.
Shay. Adams. S-H-A-E. You'll be okay.
Last name is Adams.
Yes.
Telephone number?
270.
Oh,
8.
here.
Hey, Bubba. You know, you're a strong kid. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't need it. Can I have my hair back? I think you're disrupting everybody. I do think you're disrupting everybody.
Oh, shoot. Pull on this back glass, Chris.
I think it was maybe 45 or 55 of them. The internet's working. Hey. Yes. That cost you 50. I think it was. Is that what it was?
Oh, they stink. They smell like the jerky usually. Is it good?
It smells like it. Just mix it up with it.
Yeah. Oh, could have made your meat, chicken, meat, brown rice,
That's going to be
natural smoke flavor, and
$55.90
caramel. It's probably healthier. You want to try the the chicken wings too. And try them all.
Does she need to try it?
Yeah, her birthday's tomorrow. Here, you can have a little chicken. That actually doesn't smell bad. Looks like grilled chicken. I'm gonna make these.
Sean. Sean, here. Leave it alone. You're not taking money out of that. No, that's not yours. Put it back.
There you go, man.
Hold it. No. Here. Hold that. Hold it. Have a good day.
You too?
Come on.
Alright, so the first reball was not successful. It ended up having a short on PMS or on VCC main. So we're trying a new chip to see if we get better results, which we should. Didn't have good faith in that chip anyway, because it did look like it had a slight bow to it. Didn't know if it was just a visual thing that I was seeing or if it was actually bowed, but now I'm fairly confident that it probably was bowed. Okay, got that done. Yeah, the stencils are pretty nice, the 3D ones. Yeah, most likely. It was a VCC main short. I'm gonna check it before I put it back on, but I'm fairly confident it was under PMIC or maybe even internal to the PMIC. Yeah.
20 minutes.
20 whole minutes. I even went around back twice.
What was going on out back?
All the parking spots were full.
That'd be a first. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be one open for us.
Evidently everybody's here.
Read Paul's chat. Hey Chris, July 14th, paid 200 on Super Chat. Can you check this out? Yeah. I'll have to look on Google AdSense and see. July 14th.
Y'all didn't change the day.
Let's see. Why do I have to sign back into my own account, you stupid thing? Peer report.
There you go.
Months. Hey, July. Last month, July. sure how it shows this stuff. I have to use my YouTube account.
Did this chick ever come back? The Kristen Pete. The one yesterday.
Well, what
The
was
one-
it?
She was, that was the one that had a little bit of water, but not really water damage. Y'all changed the front camera flex.
I have no idea.
There was a girl that left and she was gonna come back. Like, she had to go pick up somebody from football practice at like 10 to 7.
I don't remember. Micah?
The last person that was here yesterday, I think, the girl that y'all took the phone apart and there was a little bit of water and then you ended up replacing the front camera flex, and she was like, she had to go pick up somebody from football practice.
I left before she came back.
Okay, I didn't know because the paper was here.
Oh, what the frick?
I remember, yeah, she's the one with
I
like
guess
the
she
wax
came back.
stuff in her
Yeah,
charcoal. Yeah, I left before she came
so I
back.
guess she came back yesterday evening
I guess.
because she had to because it's paid now.
Okay. Well, then she did. I'll have to look at it later, Paul. I can't tell where it shows me the. It shows me the super chat payments separate. I'll have to go through and look at it. If it did double charge it, it's gonna have to probably go through Google because they pay me out through a separate thing. If it was PayPal, I could refund you. But I don't think it goes through that way on AdSense. It goes directly to Google and then goes through AdSense and goes to my account. But I'll look at it here in a minute. Alright, so we got our reball chip.
I guess you.
Okay. PMIC looks pretty level. Let's check VCC main now for short. Diode reading. Let's see what we get. Alright, that's better. 0.288 and the board's still warm, so that'll come up as it cools. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so now we need to find our bad NAND cap. So what I'm going to do is on boot I'm going to watch these caps. Because even though PMIC is getting warm, so should whatever cap is bad. Hopefully, as long as it still boots. PMIC, it's very fickle. Gotta be careful with it or it can cause a lot of issues. Alright, so no weird amp draw as of right now. Okay, so it still looks normal. We're still getting the same amp draw that we were getting before. about 1.3 amps immediately, which is what the what it was pulling before. Okay. It melted already. Have to go grab a new free spray. This one's out.
Oh, in the back.
Yeah. And we got a little more out of it. Okay, so let's hook up our lead. Grab our wire. Yeah, I think it's the one down here by the end that is bad, but we'll see here in a second. Oh, it didn't melt right away. Alright, so I'm going to guess at this and just pick off the cap that I think is going to be bad. From what I've normally seen, this cap here is the one that fails. Let's see if it's still shorted just to make sure. I'm fairly confident it is. Yep, 1.9 ohms. 1.7, 1.6, 1.3, 0.3. Alright, so I'm just going to pick this one off. This is usually the one that messes up. Let me see where else that voltage goes. I don't think it goes anywhere but NAND. But NAND. Yep, so that was the cap. The short's gone now. So, as I guess, this one's gone bad on me before. And looks like it's bad again. Ian said C0634 and he was correct. So, good job, Ian. So, yeah, that cap was bad. Now, let's see if it'll boot up or if I screwed the CPU up somehow. Always a chance of that. I won't be happy if it did. Okay, voltage draw looks normal. Or amperage draw. Nope, looks normal. It's booting up. It's pulling 140 milliamps without the screen on. Maybe. Needs to go higher than that. It's looping right now. So it's going on and off, on and off. Could have software corruption. I have seen a short on NAND cause it to require an update. So let's see if we're getting Apple logo and then off, Apple logo then off. Wouldn't be shocked if it was. The amperage looks normal for the initial boot. Okay, so let's see, do we get Apple logo? Give me my grid tweezers, those are broken. So I got no image at all. Let's try our screen and make sure. What's up, Freddie? Hammed it? What's going on? Yeah, so I'm getting nothing. No image, nothing. It's going up like it's booting up and then it just dies. So it makes me wonder. I'm pretty sure the PMIC shifted into place, but I'll go ahead and recheck it just to make sure. Don't like adding more heat to this area. I like to add as little as possible. Why are you not going in the hole there? That's why. It could be bad PMIC, but I doubt it. I mean, it's a brand new well, brand new. It's a new PMIC for this board. New is a relative term when you're buying chips from China. We'll say refurbished. I'm usually pretty good at getting PMIC on and working first shot. I've already done one today on a water damage board that I can get it to turn on now, and it gets all the way to the login screen with the passcode, but I can't get touch working. I've replaced both touch ICs twice now, and I get all my voltages except a great voltage for some reason. Yeah, same loop, no boot. Alright, so I'm gonna put this back in the frame and see if maybe we can get it into restore mode or something. See if the CPU is at least working like it should. Was noticing on the frame there's a water indicator that's tripped right by the NAND, so that could have very well been what it was, not necessarily the drop, but liquid is very prone to messing up NAND caps. Alright, let's see what we get. Get anything. We got nothing there. Let's try with our power supply, just to ensure. Yeah, it's definitely prompting it to boot. Alright, so we know it's not screen related. Let's put theirs back on and hook up the home button and see if we can put it in recovery mode. Pre-certified owned Chinese MICs, that's true. That's what a lot of these are. I don't mind reballed chips, I just want to know that they're good. Hold home button, let's see what it does. I'll try DFU. It goes into DFU mode. Let's see what kind of error we get on restore. If we get an error that looks like no power, we'll see where it kind of cancels out. We'll do retain user data, which has seemed to work pretty well for us. Yeah, it's not going to go back in recovery mode, so this is most likely going to still be a PMIC problem. Yeah, the phone doesn't go back into DFU restore or recovery restore. So let's go ahead and do PMIC one more time. If it's still not working, then I'm not sure. As long as the CPU's turned on, I'm okay with that. It's when the CPU stops responding is when we'll have issues. What's up, Paul Daniels? We'll see what this looks like when we drop it and see if we have maybe a bridged pad or something. Looks good. Alright, let's give this one more shot. Go ahead and clean this up. Yeah, Greg, I wish there was a tester they made for all these. That'd be awesome. It didn't cost $1 billion. Just be able to pop the chip in, run a quick test on it and see if it checks out or not. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our new PMIC. If we have the same results out of this one, let's go ahead and say it's something with the board. We're going to stop putting chips on it. I don't think that these are lead reballed. I think they're lead free. They look good, but I just don't like doing it because the temperature required to get these melted down is so close that to what the board starts to heat soak through to the CPU, and then you run into such other problems. And I really don't want to run into those issues. These PMICs can take quite a bit of heat, so I've never really had any issue with reballing them before. They take it quite well. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I actually did this one on the mat. Maybe it's bowing the chip or something whenever I'm reballing it from the paper towel being softer. This reball looks like shit. I'm gonna redo that. Looks like shit. Got missing balls and everything. Is the paste too dry? No, it's actually probably too wet because I mixed in some of my other paste to it and it's causing it to bubble out, which is why I don't like the paste to be that way. It causes issues. I prefer the paste to be fairly dry. I have much less problems out of it when it is. See, when the flux is in there, it pushes out the solder. If there's no flux in there, it doesn't do that. Yeah, this is junk. I'm gonna have to go to the old paste, the dried out stuff. Just gonna finish reballing this and then dump it. Starting to get in a rush, which is fucking myself, and I'm having to redo work over and over. Beep, 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 beep. Someone care to do some banning?
Do some what?
Banning.
Damn.
Yeah, there's a guy in chat. Just
SpongeBob?
no, it's a new guy. Just a new person. Don't know where they are. Is that the T15 BCM2? Yes, it is. That it is, Paul. Get that nice and cleaned out. It's a good tip. Definitely a good tip. Alright. Time to get some dry paste. Super dry. So dry. That's the type of paste I like. So now you can see, since it doesn't have much flux in it, it just melts. Doesn't bubble out, no fuss. It just does what it's supposed to do. That's no problem, Joshua. So let's poke this out. There we go. Nice and uniform. That's what we like to see. What are you working on, Micah?
Hey Chris, 5SU charge so I can test it.
Damn it. Alright, so back to the board.
Okay. What's your name? What was the phone? Oh.
That was just dropped off.
How long ago was it? What was it dropped off for?
Think like, cause my girlfriend dropped it off. She said, so she told me it was like the battery, like the charger for it.
It was it's most likely the charging port, and it needs to have the base being done on it. We couldn't do any of the work though until we had your passcode. Let me do it. The paperwork so we got the passcode on it.
Are Are you still splitting
Thought y'all,
them?
my fault. I mean, it was my fault. I thought y'all put some whole everywhere. I sped it up the first time. I had no password.
Oh yeah, we do one for every device, like when it's left, so we can like check through everything.
Well, not just that, we have to have
Yeah.
some-
Yeah, it's baseband.
Do baseband.
I think it's already supported them, so every time.
Oh,
We'll get to that today. Or
And probably tomorrow.
yeah. It'll probably be tomorrow.
That's all. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Tell me
do you have a contact number on there or anyone?
I think she left her number. 270-875-6355.
Okay, we'll give you a call.
Did she come with a pricing already?
Yeah, I gave her rough cost. I think it was around 150-ish for a charge port and baseband. That's if it's the charge port. I'm pretty certain it is though.
You said 150?
Mm-hmm.
About 150, yeah.
I'll just wait there. Can I just
Oh, okay.
appreciate it.
Not a problem.
It's water damage from. It's been bent, so it's now got baseband issues.
It's got all kinds of issues. Yep.
That's why we tell people.
Don't wait on your
This
phone.
one finally came on. It goes straight to wanting to be hooked up to
Which one?
that SC, the water damage SC.
It worked the other day.
Well, it wants to be connected to iTunes.
Yeah, it worked the other day. It booted up.
Booted up to his.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not doing that now.
Well, then unhook something and see if it boots up. Did you put his old camera and stuff in it?
No, I'm gonna plug it and see.
That's where I'd start because it was working. It was working. I'm still doing the same thing. It's still looping, even with the new PMIC. It goes from 100 milliamps to 150, then back down to 40, and then up to 100 milliamps, 150, back down to 40. So this has something else wrong with it other than PMIC now. Well, originally it wasn't even PMIC, it was NAND related. Nope. I thought it was booting up there for a second, and it was acting different. So, let's see. Let's see. Are we getting our voltages? That's the next
Alright,
question. Unhook the camera and it booted up?
Yeah, it needs new front flex.
Alright. Good to know. Yeah, it's just boot loop, or it's just power looping. It's turning PMIC on, then back off, on, back off, on, back off. So most likely we got other issues somewhere. Let me see what my voltages are. Okay, we got 1 V8 on the SD RAM. We got nothing on GPU, not surprising. Got 0.8 volts on CPU. I've got 0.9 volts on SoC. We got 4.2 volts on VCC main. Let's see about the NAND voltages. We got 3 volts on NAND 3 volt line. We got 1.8 volts on NAND 1.8. Alright, this is gonna be a nightmare. Alright, I'm gonna run this through the ultrasonic and see if maybe some 1v8 SD RAM's okay. Yes, it is. It gets 1.8 volts whenever the phone turns on. I'll check it in diode mode. 1.8. Diode reading on 1v8 SD RAM is 0.27 and rising in diode mode. Let's see. CPU is 0.162. GPU is 0.027, which seems about right. Maybe a little low, but I don't see how GPU could be affected. Let's see. He sent me some bullshit. Yeah, this one's turning out to be that way. Kinda sucks. Should be about 17.2 kiloohms on what? On SD RAM. Okay, let's see what it is. PP1V8. You talking about 1V8 SD or 1V8? 1V8 should be higher than that, I would think. SD RAM 1V8, I'm getting like 90 kiloohms. I2C line's good, I'm not sure. Not sure how they would get affected, to be honest. I need to run it through the ultrasonic though. I got a bunch of fucking stray shit going on here. I'm just gonna run through the ultrasonic real quick because it's got quite a bit of like shit on the board.
Where's the folder? I didn't get it anyway.
Huh?
I need the folder. I think it's up underneath your desk.
So, yeah. This is the iPhone 6 that has no touch. It's missing the Grape 5v1 line. I'm not sure why, because Chestnut's working and the 5.7 volt line for Mason is working, and I don't have any shorts on the lines going into Cumulus, and I've replaced Cumulus twice. Just doesn't want to fucking turn on. Or it doesn't want to have touch. Without that 5.1 volt line, it won't have touch. And I suspect if the 5.1 volt line is not there, it's got to be something telling Chestnut not to make the voltage, because I don't think Chestnut can selectively choose not to make one voltage but make another.
Do you remember what battery we were waiting for Jimmy Dillingham? We
What's
gave her
that?
$35 credit. We were supposed to call her when it came in, but I can't remember. The only thing she said it appeared he was a contact.
I have no idea.
I remember she comes in and was having issues, and we said we'd refund her for whatever it was.
These are tweezers. If she came back in, I already refunded her.
She hasn't come in unless it wasn't put in.
Was it paid cash?
Like you have to put this in for her, like a credit.
What was it for?
Why don't I maybe for that? But we did the
The
credit.
iPad?
I guess that's what it was for. That's the only thing she had done.
Charge for it? Yeah, I gave it to her for free because she was here and it was supposed to be done.
So she's already been back in?
Yeah, I already gave it to her.
Okay. That's all I need. How long? Do you remember how long it was?
Today?
Oh. Okay. I didn't see anything.
Just wipe the credit.
Oh well. I'll just put it in this one. She got the battery in case she comes back.
Alright. Let's open up another one of Anthony's mystery boxes. Anthony sends us all the mystery boxes. Alex, I've replaced Chestnut 3 times and it still doesn't. Still not making that 5v1 line. I gotta order new Chestnut chips though. I ran out. I've been pulling them and reballing them. Yeah, Paul, I saw it. Thank you, man. We're gonna send that out here Friday. Trying to decide which groups need it.
Well, it's on the couple. Are we still gonna split it between people and animals?
Yep, we're gonna split it 50-50 between animal foundations and people foundations.
I found the ones I think we should send it to. Well, for the animals, we're gonna do the Austin Pets Alive.
Okay.
And the people either, I think, the food thing or the Salvation Army, one of those.
Okay.
Because they both are better than some of the things I've been doing.
Alex, you don't have to, man. I'm gonna order them today from Jason. You can always tell an Anthony package it's wrapped up like a kilo of cocaine. I'm pretty sure it's a kilo of cocaine.
It's super protective. Are you doing the whole week?
Anthony's stuff is always, huh?
Are you doing the whole week?
Yeah, until Friday.
Okay.
We've already got almost $1,000.
That's exciting.
Yep. Nuclear Holocaust survival, pretty much, Anthony. Still got more bubble wrap to go. All this bubble wrap. One phone.
Are you gonna stream on Friday?
Good thing bubble wrap trees aren't real.
I want to do it whenever you're done.
Okay.
Friday. I don't get off first on 7 though. When it saves the
Alright, so supposedly this back glass has been removed once. So hopefully it should come off fairly easy. Maybe. Anthony, why'd you take the back glass off and then put it back on? Killing me, bro. Killing me. Killing me. You left the original adhesive on? Alright, let me see if I can get my playing card in here.
Uh-huh.
We'll go
There's
pull
gotta be
it out.
something up with that update. Whenever you get a chance, just swing it back by, and I'll look at it again, see if I can get it back to where it is, and see if I can go ahead and perform that update and everything here. So that way I know it's good before it goes out. Yeah, I mean I did the reinstallation on it, and then I went through all the setup and stuff, and went to where you log into your user account. That's about as far as I took it. Yeah, it's gotta be something with that update that's corrupting your OS or something's going on with it.
Or his hard drive's crap.
We close at 7.
Alright, so let's black back glass off. Let's take a gander in here and see what's going on.
How long are you gonna be here, Chris?
About 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
I'm not-
For 10 minutes.
You staying late.
About 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Is he still in
I
town?
don't want to tell you that we'll be here and let's not be here.
Well, how long is he gonna be? He's not gonna
We
be
said
long at
about
all.
10 or 15 minutes.
Tell him to come. I'll wait. That's my
Okay.
cousin.
Yeah, Ashley said go ahead and come and bring it here. Okay, alright. Bye.
So what the hell did you do?
Huh?
said it's
He
a-
went and added his user account, and then as soon as he did that, it wanted to do a system update and crashed.
Just replace the fucking hard drive. There's no way the software update's corrupting it. It's not possible. Unless he's just turning it off in the middle of it.
There have been updates that have bricked them and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you could Google that and see it's a major problem.
I didn't Google it or nothing.
He said he turned it on, went to a blue screen, updated, and went right back to what it was doing.
Okay. Well, we'll try a new hard drive and do the update, and then if it doesn't work again, we'll be like, here's your money back, go get you a new PlayStation. How do I secure my camera? I tape it. It's got a piece of tape wrapped around it. It's ghetto, but it works. See? Piece of tape. The rotation on the screen, or on the camera, you can't really control it, so. I always forget to pull the SIM tray on the 6s. Actually, any of the Galaxies, I always forget the stupid SIM tray. Alright, let's see. How much water damage does it have? Those are already disconnected. Alright, so we're searching for heat. First things first, I'm going to try to boot it with my power supply, since these have a Samsung adapter on them. And it'll kind of give us an idea of what's going on. So grab our Samsung one here, see if we hook it up the right way. Yep. So it has an instant amp draw as soon as I plug it in. So that's a sign of some corrosion or something bad. Can't remember if it's the top two here. No. Is it bottom two? No. Outside? No. Okay, so we got no boot at all. Let me see if prompting it to boot through the charge port does anything. What's up, Richard? Okay, so I'm feeling for heat. Okay, so I feel where the heat's coming from. Feels like it's coming from the area which I believe PMIC is in. So let's see here. Go ahead and disconnect the screen. Camera. Front speaker. Disconnect our charging port. Look for any signs of corrosion. Disconnect the rear camera. Check for corrosion around here. Most of the time when I see liquid damage, it'll hit in this area, which has to do something to do with the charging for the battery input, and you can run some jumpers, but I don't see anything there. So let's see if we can pinpoint our heat. Okay, so the heat's definitely coming from the top side. Feels like it's coming from this area, so let's do some checking with our meter and see if we can find a short. I don't keep many Samsung parts in stock. I've got a few parts boards, but that's about it. Honestly, I haven't had a whole lot of success with Samsung stuff. Okay, so we got a 2 ohm short across this inductor. The other problem I've noticed is there's not shit for information out there on most of these. You can get the schematics, but as far as ZXW goes, board views are far and few between. Yeah, it's a G920. Let's see what ZXW has to offer. Galaxy G920V. It actually has it, so we'll be in luck for this one. What's up, Tim? Alright, so let's take a look over here at this inductor. What are you? BST, so boost for something. Power, PM sys power. So I don't think that should be shorted, because that has to do with system power, and it is 2 ohms. So here's the possibilities. It's either those 2 caps on the output side, or this cap here on the input side of the boost circuit. So easiest thing we can do is we can probably take the coil off and then check to see which side the short is on, and then from there we can go and see if maybe the chip itself is bad or if these caps are bad. I would guess the cap would go bad before the actual chip does. That would be my guess. Okay, coil is off. Let's check 2 chips for PMIC, 1 big, 1 small, and nearly always fixes water damage on 6S. Okay, good to know, Wayne. Thank you. I need to start stocking these PMICs. So our short is on this side. So let's remove these caps and then see if by chance this PMIC itself is bad. Which honestly would be kind of stupid that if the chip actually fails, but I guess it's possible. Okay, 1 cap off. Still short. Down to 0, I'm short now though. So whatever it is that's bad is hot. Whenever it gets hot, that's when you have failures. Hopefully it's just this cap here. Please be that cap. Nope. So it is, well, let's let it warm up or cool off of me. I don't know how high resistance this is supposed to be, but it is hot right now, so I want to let it cool and see if maybe our resistance comes back up. Still seems awfully low to me. No, it's still short. Yeah, 5 ohms. So let's see. Let me grab a parts board and see what we've got. Looky here, we got ourselves a G20V over here. Yeah, there's no short on this one, so it's got to be this chip. So we're just going to swap these chips, and hopefully this thing will boot up. So I'm going to do this in a way that I hopefully can just pull one, pull the other, and just swap them, and not have too much issue. Let's see.
I posted it on Facebook and Caitlin reposted it, so you might get some more followers.
Well, I nudged it too hard and got some solder balls. So we're gonna have to reball this chip. I'm gonna go ahead and put this cap and this filter back on.
Do you repair 2009 Volvo VNL instrument clusters?
Yes.
I wasn't sure if I did.
Tell them for that year the stepper motors are more expensive, so there is a upcharge on the cost of the motors. It adds $20 per motor. Yep.
Where's the business from? You're welcome.
I use a 6mm nozzle. What's up, Christopher? Stepper motors? Yeah, for the gauge clusters that we work on.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Yeah. Ah.
Alright, so let's snag this one off and then reball it.
You're welcome. See you guys.
See ya.
Yeah.
Buh, Micah.
He's gone.
Micah's gone.
He's gone now. He's like 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. Ken, his tongue's sticking out. Is it because you're dehydrated, Kenna?
She's had water. She's been drinking all day. Can't know. You thought Micah lived in the store basement? I don't know if I would want to live in this store's basement. This is an old ass building. I wouldn't want to be down there. Alright, so let's see if one of our iPhone stencils happens to match up here. I would be shocked if it didn't.
Oh my god.
At least the pitch, we're not so much worried about it lining up perfectly otherwise. There we go. Got that pitch right. Let me lift it just to make sure here. I'm going to center that just to make sure our pitch is right. Yeah, that's good enough. Close enough at least. Close enough to reball it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, fuck.
Alright, so that should be good enough.
Hey, sorry it didn't fix it, but he said it could be the hard drive, but he'll let you know tomorrow. What's your phone number and I'll just stick it to it so I won't have to find the paper.
Have him write it down.
What's the number?
279-779-8025.
Alright. Micah's gone. He'll look at it in the morning and hopefully he'll figure out like whether it's the hard drive or if he can try to do the update here and run it through and see if it'll actually work this time. If not, we'll just refund you for whatever you paid so far. But
I don't know. I mean, it's weird because you know I got to the user, I logged into my PlayStation account, like all that stuff, and then it said, "Hey, there's an update available." So I updated it, then it kicked right back to that screen.
have him go through the whole process tomorrow. That's crazy. But I'll have Micah give you a call tomorrow after he looks at it, see if what he thinks it is. I haven't met you. Hi. I'm Peyton. I've seen pictures on Facebook when our Facebook stopped. We get to meet her at like family stuff someday. One day. Meet her crazy family.
Met the parents. That's about as far as it's got.
Yeah. Well, the rest of us are crazy, so gotta ease into all of everything.
We've got some loose too, it's okay.
Some of us are normal.
Yeah, there's fluctuation. I'm normal. Like, I think I'm normal. And I think I'm normal.
I think I'm normal.
I think we're the most normal. But, yeah.
As long as Joe's around his racetrack.
He's good. Yeah, he's a good one. He keeps winning straight anyway most of the time.
I've been meaning to go out there and watch him sometime.
He does really good. I watch him on Facebook too. Like, I don't ever see anybody. I went down and seen Nanny and Joe the other day, and I just don't ever go anywhere. I'm here, pet home, or home.
I don't know if you're still working there?
Yeah, a little. Like I stepped down from being a manager, and then like since I've been so sick for the past 3 months from the little parasite, I've just been. Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
You're like, what? Should we be here? Is it contagious? No, like it was bad for like 3 months, so I just went down to minimal hours, and I just spend a lot of time here in Buckingham.
So, what do you guys do, like, for the most part, is, like, business stuff? Or is it-
Here, he does lots of, like, right now he's probably doing mail-in stuff. Like, we get tons of stuff mailed in from other businesses, and he does, like, soldering and, like, repairing little chips on iPhones, and what all do you do? You know more than I do. That's how he's doing. No, like,
business type stuff? Or
so we still do, like, Micah does a lot of, like, the screen repair, and, like, we'll do computer stuff and everything here, but we do a lot of walk-in, but he does most of the, like, in-depth stuff, like he's working on now. And he streams on YouTube and has a full following, so. Yeah. You ready to go home? She's like, it's past 7. It's food time.
Y'all replace iPhone batteries here?
Yeah.
How much does that cost?
What iPhone do you have?
5 minutes.
5S? Is that 35?
Mm-hmm.
And he can do that in like 15 minutes or so. Like if you want him to do it or something, whenever you come to get
Yeah.
this again.
Yeah, that's just one of those things where,
It dies quick.
yeah, but I've had it for like 4 years, but it'll go from like 64% to 20, just,
Yeah.
or
That's
like it'll get
fine.
really hot and shut off. So I'm assuming it's probably the battery.
Yeah, because after that one, it's probably like swelling in there. A lot of them will swell. We've had some people come in and they've had it in there for years, and like their screen starts separating because the battery swells up and like pushes the screen up.
I don't know if I should like, wait for the iPhone 8 or
When does that come out?
And probably the 8 itself probably will be next year. They're gonna have probably a 7S and 7S Plus. The 8's probably gonna
I
be
want my 7 Plus.
like a few months later because they've had so many setbacks on it.
I wasn't an iPhone person before. I was Android all the way, and then the phone that I wanted was the one that was like catching on fire, blowing up, or whatever it was doing. So it was like, which one was that? The Note?
Nope.
Yeah, I wanted that one because it was big, and then our friend Joey that works at AT&T, he was just like, he said, just get the iPhone. He's like, it's the biggest screen, and he's like, because I don't use the Android like I used to. Like I used to want like all my little hacked apps, like my Pandora that I could skip on all the time, and now I don't really do that. So it's like I listen to Sirius in the car, so like the iPhone is perfect, and I was like, I actually like it now because I tried to switch to it like when the 4 was out, I think, and I hated it. Like I had it for not even a week, and I was like, I can't do this. So this is the worst phone. I was like, it's restricting me. But I like this one. That's good.
Plus the camera's awesome.
It is. Like, I've got more pictures on there than I've ever had on my Androids. It's mostly of cats and Kenna, but...
we went into AT&T because I was just gonna get a new phone, and
yeah.
the lady was like, well, the 8's coming out next month or in September, so I'm just gonna tell you that in case you want to try and wait it out.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I've mainly got this one because of the deal they had going there. Like, if you turn in an iPhone 6, you would get a $650 credit. And that was, I was leaning toward the Androids, and then after we did that, I was just like, he was like, I've got a phone, just take it. I was like, okay. It's like, it'll make my bill cheaper and I get a new phone. That works.
The 8 actually doesn't come out in September. I'll probably get that weird
Okay.
battery.
Just ride out the little 5 until get the new
So
one.
bad.
I like it. You know, this
A lot of people do because they're smaller,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't like big bulky phones. But I like my big bulky phone. It doesn't fit in anything,
See,
like none of my pockets at
I
all.
like being able to carry it in my pocket. I know where it's at. Like I'm not
Never
fumbling
losing
around.
in my purse.
I know it's
So
like
big, it's like
even
right
if
on
it
top.
falls to the bottom, it's like got
Yeah.
it. That's what I love about it. Huge. His phones are good too. He's got this one. It's not anything here. He bought it online, but like it's a good size phone. It's an Android though. I would get one of these, but I don't. I want to stick with iPhone. I think now that I actually like it. I don't like the storage thing. Like I got the 128 gigs, so I think I'm good. But like I don't like that I ran out of cloud space, and then it was just like, you need to pay so much per month. I wouldn't know. It's like, I'm not going to pay you to store my pictures that...
I got him at 16 and so it's like maxed out. It's the same thing to me, but it comes up like I haven't updated or backed up my phone in like, I don't know, 189 weeks.
I've done that one once, I think, or maybe twice. I backed it up like almost right after I got it, because I was like, oh, this is new and different, and then I backed it up again whenever it started yelling at me, and then when I realized that it wanted me to pay for storage, I was just like, no. It's like, it's fine. I was like, you can just tell me every time you do an update that there's no room for updates, and I'll eventually transfer everything to my computer. Maybe.
And then it clocks up your computer.
Oh, I know. Like this one, we got an alert on here because I have so much junk on it from all my old phones. And I was like, I'm going to have to take all this and put it on the computer at the house. Like, we're not going to have enough stuff for all our business stuff. How much longer are you?
Watching it on the screen over here. I
Yeah.
know what he's
Oh,
doing.
he's got it on the thing. I wasn't sure if it was on there or not. Can I move? I'm going to set this back here for my
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I'm gonna set it in the backpack because my good stuff's all Excuse me again.
Just want to head out.
Okay, it was nice seeing you.
Nice meeting
Nice to meet you.
So you think you'll call me tomorrow about the...
Yeah, he will. He'll find out probably in the morning. Will you have a look at it in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the morning. He'll give you a call and let you know what's going on. Sorry you had to come back down.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to, if it is toast, like, it won't work or whatever, we can just pull Madden out of the game that's stuck in there,
Yeah.
then we'll kind of...
Okay. Alright.
Thanks.
See ya. I have a note on the floor. David Hackenbrock. I'll stick it over here for me.
Okay.
I don't know what it's for. Well, I think it's for... I know there's a lot of numbers in it.
This whole fucking line's shorted. I don't understand why. So I've got both PMICs off, and I've got almost all the caps off. And one is still short. It wasn't short earlier when I removed the chip though, which doesn't make any sense. And it's still fucking dead short. Let's check the diodes here. So this diode feeds this line. That line's not short, so it's still on that side of the diode. So I've literally removed every component other than the inductor from this line. So let's remove the inductor, which shouldn't have any path to ground. Okay, inductor is removed. Okay, so the short is still showing on this side. It literally goes nowhere else on the board, according to the schematic. The diode down here goes to that side, so this doesn't make any sense. Okay, so on the schematic, or on ZXW, This line goes here, over to these 2 caps, goes to these 5 lines, and then it also runs down here to this cap, this cap, this cap, and this diode. If this diode was bad, it's short on this side at 5 ohms, but there's no short on this side. So the diode is good, but somehow we're still managing a short. I don't understand. I mean, even if there was caps touching the shield, it wouldn't make any sense. Let's see, what does this resistor do? There's one resistor on the line. It goes to this chip here. Let's see if that side of the resistor shorted. Okay, so this side of the resistor is shorted. So is it this fucking component that's fucking me? Let's pull this component off. Let's see. Okay, so I've got that component off now. Let's check. I do have a short there. Need to remove that. That would have been secondary though. I don't think that would have caused anything. Yeah, it's still short. It's all still shorted. This makes no fucking sense at all. Why? I'm going to switch you all to ZXW so you can see what I'm talking about. So, on ZXW, we are... I'm going to make this full screen. Actually, I'm going to make it small so you all can see that it doesn't go to any other side of the board. First, I'm just going to click so we can check and see that it doesn't go to the other side of the board. So here's where we have our short. We'll zoom in and we'll search around this side to make sure. Any red spot will be a spot where this power goes. Okay, so there are none on that side of the board. So we're going to focus on this side where there are spots. So if we look at this inductor, we've pulled the inductor. Inject juice, free spray. Yeah, I'm going to have to. That's what it looks like. I pulled this inductor, pulled these 2 caps, pulled the chip, pulled this cap, and this cap. This diode is not showing any leakage through. There's no short on this side. This resistor is showing a short on this side. But this chip is removed, so there's no way that that's short. So,
Hi, this message is
Anthony, I
from
agree
Justin.
with you. I'm just going to inject voltage and see what
Connection.
happens.
I was calling to get in touch with you.
Let me go grab my wire.
Talk to you about the pricing of our 5S screens. If you have it replaced and it's just a screen, it's $60 plus tax. If you would like to have it done, we're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can just walk in, no appointment necessary. Thanks.
Can you make this hard to do? Alright, so pull the diode for shits and giggles. Okay. I'm still going to inject voltage, but we'll pull the diode. Okay. So diode is pulled. The 2 caps that are highlighted, I don't know. Those are inductors. They're not on that line. Diode is pulled. We still have a 0 ohm short to ground. Alright, time to do some voltage injection and feel this board get warm, because I know that's what's going to happen. Somehow we're going to have an internal short. The cap next to the filter looked black. That one, that's a resistor. It's not on this line. That one has solder on the end of it. That's why it looks that way. It's just dull, but that cap is fine. It's not on the line we're looking at anyway. The line that I'm looking at right now is completely isolated, so it doesn't matter if the entire rest of the board is fucked up. This line should be open right now. I mean, it could be an internal board trace. That's about the only thing I can think. I'll put some solder on my tweezers. See if I can knock all my caps off in the process. No flux dance. Doing this with no flux makes for an ugly joint. There we go. Okay. Let's grab our leads. We're gonna freeze and juice, quick and easy. Yep. I do like to inject voltage into shorts, especially dead shorts. They always tend to get really hot really fast. So we got our positive lead hooked up. Alright, well, we did. There we go. Let's find a spot to catch our ground here. It isn't going to catch anything else. Actually, we'll just tap the ground. Alright, so we're at 4.2 volts at 2 amps. How do I know where to inject it? Where the short is? I assume since this is tied to the battery line that 4.2 volts should be okay. Alright, we'll turn on our output and we're going to freeze spray. After I pull this. Alright, go ahead and ban that guy. Alright, let me switch you all back over to just the scope view so you all can watch with me in full resolution here. Alright, let this freeze up real quick. Alrighty. Here's my prediction. The wire is just going to get hot. Wire's getting hot. Oh, wait a minute. I think I felt some heat down here towards the bottom. I don't know if that was just the ground and the board getting hot or what. No, we definitely have some heat down here towards the bottom. That looks like a burnt cap right there. So let's go down here and check out who this guy is and what he's doing. Yeah, that's definitely burnt. Yeah, and that has 0 ohms. I'm gonna check, pull pulled all that and watch, this shit's gonna be something completely unrelated somehow. Let me see on this view, it doesn't show that those are tied together at all. VPH power, which is tied to that chip, but it's not tied to that line. It doesn't make any sense, but okay. We're gonna knock that cap off. Bye, cap. Let's see if we still have a short there. Alright, short's gone on that side. Let's flip it over here and see if this is still shorted. This is no longer shorted now. So somehow this line that's not connected on ZXW is connected on the board. So that was a big waste of time. So I gotta put all these components back on. Hopefully I have not fucked myself. ZXW lies on Samsung? Evidently it does. Because that wasn't showing connection there, but it was on, it's definitely connected on the board. Tin all these up. So I can put all this stuff back on. Luckily we have our donor, so if we are missing anything, it's going to be easier on us. Alright. Time for some cap placement. One. Two. Okay, polls are on. Let's see if I can find my diode. There's my diode. I think it was facing this way. Of course, this is going to be a nightmare to put back on. Because why not? Okay. This little chip, I don't know the orientation that it was in, so I'm going to have to look on my donor board and see. And it looks like it goes with a dot towards the top left corner. Okay, it's back on. Let's do our inductor. Alright. Our two caps.
Down at the shop. Oh no, it's gonna be even worse. It's supposed to rain like, for the next 3 days, I think.
Well, fuck it. If y'all want to be next to each other and touching, that's fine with me. Y'all are on the same line
Yeah.
anyway. I don't know if I have the small cap. Is this it? I don't know if that's it. Fuck that small cap.
No.
It's staying off. Alright, time for the 2 chips.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drop the one right back on since we pulled it. I think the balling's okay on both sides still. Yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah, mine just takes like 5 minutes. It's little. That's okay.
Is that Lenny? Is that Leonard?
Yeah.
Tell him we're going to have a forest for him when he gets back.
No, but Kenna's getting uncomfortable when she pees in it because it touches her when she tries to squat.
It touches her hootie ha.
So she tries to tippy toe
Away from it.
when she pees.
She tiptoes through the tulips. That's TriStar.
Yeah.
No, TriStar. What did I do with
I
that
met
chip now?
Tyler's girlfriend earlier. He brought his PlayStation back down here. Yeah.
I don't know
she's
what I
really
did with the
nice.
chip that we pulled.
I said, when are we all gonna get to meet her? He's like, someday.
So I guess we're gonna pull from the parts board.
It was when I got here. I don't think it's raining now. I'm about to go home. That's okay. It'll be there.
Waiting. Watching. Now we're gonna do all this only to find out that the CPU is fucked somehow.
Maybe.
By the amount of heat on this side of the board, even though I'm trying to be very gentle with the amount of heat that I'm putting into it.
Oh.
Let's reball this one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't. I thought it was gonna rain more than it did. I mean, it was a lot of rain down the bypass, like going into Broadway, and then yeah.
What temp am I at? 350?
Yeah. Or wait, where was that at? Oh yeah, I was like Scottsville, like going over 31W.
Takes a lot of heat on Samsungs.
It was
That's good.
raining pretty hard. Then when I got down
Alright,
here,
let's see
it
if we
was
got a
barely
stencil that
freezing.
matches this one up. I don't know that I'll be able to use one of
Okay.
the 3D
Okay.
stencils. We'll try, but I doubt it. Maybe this one here. No, pitch is different.
Okay.
I think this one's too small.
Alright, I'll talk to you later. Alright, love you. Bye. I gotta pay his bills. I forgot again. He didn't say anything about it. Oops. I'm supposed to do that.
Yeah, I can't fit that one.
I have to do one at home. So I'm gonna log in. On my computer. I might have to have work on them. Ew.
Might have to what?
Pay both of those at home. 'Cause I don't remember his login stuff. I have it on the
This is the right pitch, but I don't think it'll sit in the stencil. No, stencil's too small. I'll have to use a non-3D stencil to get this in. It's too large. Should be on here. There it is. we go. That's perfect for it. Same pitch and everything. I feel like using a higher temperature though, you don't get a good bond. Like, do you notice any issues with the seating of the IC? Well, I guess it was off a row. I thought it was encompassing, but maybe not. Yep, it's a row larger. I could have sworn I looked at that to make sure. Guess I didn't. Might have to handball the rest of these. I've got a Samsung stencil, but I don't think it has this stuff on it. I got it mostly for the SD RAM, or not the SD RAM, the memory module. Yeah, all I have is a CPU and stuff. I don't have one for that. Let me see what the pitch is on the CPU. Oh, CPU pitch is right. Well, your CPU then. The A6 CPU has the right pitch. Just making it all work today. Doesn't look very even. We'll see once we get it all reflowed here. It might be okay. What?
I think I'm gonna go home. Quite cool.
Yeah, I'm about done.
You gonna go soon?
Yeah, I'm putting this on, testing it, and then leaving. Alright, so let's see, orientation here. It does have the markings. I believe it's this way, if I remember correctly. I will check and make sure on ZXW. Yep, that is correct. We'll try increasing our heat a little bit here, up to a higher temperature. I used to work at a higher temperature, but I found it caused more issues than it did good. Okay. Okay, Freddie. Appreciate it. Do I trust CXW? I do for iPhones. It hasn't steered me wrong with iPhones. I haven't enjoyed Like ZXW for me on Samsung devices has not been good, period. Test for shorts? Well, might as well. If there's a short though, Anthony, it's going in the trash can. No short. Let's check over here. I think that one's supposed to be low. I think that has to do with CPU. Yeah, it's low, but it's not like dead short. Yeah, it's CPU line, so that's low resistance to start with. That one is, however, reading 0 ohms. What do you go to? Goes right back inside the chip. If it's shorted inside the chip, then I don't know what to tell.
Hello.
We're just gonna put power to it and
I'm
see what
about
it
to
does.
do that. I forgot to last night. Pregnancy brain. That's my excuse. I just told
We're
Chris,
just
I was
gonna
like,
apply
don't
power
forget
to it.
that. I was logged into your Tractor Supply one and you don't owe anything on that. Because I remember the login to that, but I
We're
have
just
to
gonna
get the
put
login
power
on my
to it
computer
and
at the
see if
house,
it
but I'm leaving
explodes.
here now. And you said pay off Discover and pay 50 on the other one. Okay, I remember
Charge
that
port
much.
plugged in.
I'll do it right when I get
All
home,
this
so I
could
don't
have been
forget.
avoided if we just removed that one cap.
Okay.
Now we're gonna dump ourselves into a new
Okay.
rabbit hole.
Right, I'll do it when I get home this time. I'll make myself a note.
New rabbit hole created.
Okay.
Let's see. We're gonna find out as soon as we pick this up.
Alright, love you. Bye.
Oh, no short yet. Let's see what it does when we prompt it to booty. Make booties, or make chargies. Ooh, it's flipping out. Doesn't like that at all. It's going off and on, off and on. Yeah, it didn't like that at all, one bit. It's going current limit immediately. Whoo, it's pulling like 2.4 amps. Pretty sure it's not supposed to pull 2.4 amps. No, I pulled the cap off. Replaced it? No, it's just on the ground. It doesn't. Yeah, we're pulling nothing. It's not charging, it's not doing shit. Okay, well, with that, I'm going to end this on another bad note. We didn't fix anything. Cool. But thank you all for who donated. Did I put the diode back? Yes, I put the diode back. And it is in the correct orientation, I believe. We will check and make sure. Let's see. The diode is facing which direction? Facing to the bottom there, and I'm 99.9% positive I'll put it back the same way. Yep, it's back on the right direction. I think we have a problem under this PMIC here now, just based on some of the readings. Yeah, I think that our problem is down here because these internal, what look to be boosts or something, are reading 0 ohms, which I don't think they're supposed to be. So I'll come back to it tomorrow. I'm gonna go home. I'd rather not keep messing with it because I'm gonna get frustrated and do stupid shit. But again, thank you all whoever donated. We're gonna keep going until Friday. All the donations, like I said, will go to charity for people and charity for pets for the flooding in Texas. So any donation that you make, 100% of that goes to them. Thank you all for watching, as always, and I will see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the night, day, if you're a time traveler, and have a good one. See ya.